I must be sincere. My husband's brother is really good in bed, really good. So staying with him a couple of nights, I used to have memories, imaginations of that night, and things were going well. I was like, oh God, I still want a repeat of that thing. So one night, I decided to seduce my husband's brother.
Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, of course, good night, depending on your time zone or your location. Welcome to 247 Life Story TV. This is a channel where people share their undiluted life story on a daily basis. Like today, we have our sister here who wants to share her life story with us. Please, let's hear her and advise her. You are welcome, my sister.
Thank you.
Just be audible a bit.
Thank you.
Okay, you said you have something to share with us.
Yes, I do.
Okay, just don't mention your name, go straight to the point.
All right. So I met a guy in my university days. We started dating. Relationship was going well. We went to classes together. We did a lot of things together. We would travel together to his home, sometimes to my own place. Our families knew each other, so things were going well. But he graduated before me, but things were still going well. So he was in his 400 level while I was in my 300 level. So he graduated and he got a job. So after school, it was hard for me to get a job, though we were still dating. We started staying together at some point. Then he proposed. We got married. Things were going smoothly. I was still searching for jobs. So now, well, he became a civil servant. He got jobs, so he was making a lot of money. Then at some point he decided that okay, his brother is doing a business and he would like to invest in that business. So he decided I should go and learn more about the business then, so he can invest in the business. But where I stay with my husband is a bit far from, though we stay in the same state, but it's a bit far from each other. But where my husband's brother stays is closer to his shop. So sometimes I go from home. So when it's late,
okay, you are now learning the business.
Yes, I started learning the business. So I used to go from home. Sometimes I would not be able to come back to my house, so I'll sleep at his brother's place. Things were going like that months. I was going from home. My husband was like, okay, if it's too late, sometimes you can sleep at my brother's place, be free. And there's nothing. He's my brother. Things were going well. There was no issues. I used to cook for him, do things. I'll eat from it. My husband's brother was also taking care of me. Things were going very well. Like it became like we were family. Yes, we are. So things were going on. Nothing.
Okay, sorry for cutting you. He's not married.
No, my husband's brother is not married.
Okay.
So my husband is the first son and is the most senior. So he's not married. My husband got married to me, but my husband's brother is still single for now. So things were going well. My husband's brother had a girlfriend, but issues came up, and at some point she said she doesn't trust me and all that, and he was explaining to her that I'm his brother's wife. There's nothing that is going to happen. But she decided that she wants to break up from the relationship. So he became single. We were doing the business. I was learning. He was teaching me well. Things were going. I was going from home. Sometimes I sleep at his place. Then one fateful day, my husband's brother gave me a business deal with his client and told me to handle it. He wants to see if I'm already capable in the business to move forward. Let him try me. So I went to meet the client. We did the business arrangement, the deal. I gave him the business plan, everything went smoothly. And after a few weeks, the client paid for the goods that he wanted to buy. So everything, my husband brother was like, okay, let's go and celebrate. Since you are coming up from what I've been teaching you, are doing well, so let me celebrate you. So we went out, we got drunk, we went home. One thing led to the other. He slept with me. So after he slept with me, my conscience was really judging me. I was still going from home. Things were just, but I was feeling that guilt inside of me that says, I said my husband has been really good to me. So I was hiding it, and it was killing me, but I didn't want to let my husband know. So I was still going for the business. I pretended that nothing went. Even my husband brother was pretending like nothing really transpired. So we were just going on and on. until after a month I found out I was pregnant. I didn't know what to do. I was like, should I tell him or not? I just decided to. I didn't even know that the baby child, if it's my husband's own or he's my husband's brother's own, but I decided to just keep it to myself. Knowing I'm married, everybody thinks it's my husband's pregnancy. So I after like 3 months, 4 months, I was still going for my business. I was going there, I was learning what I was doing. He was teaching me well, things were going smoothly. Then at about 7 months, my husband said, okay, you should come home and just stay, don't go anywhere till you put to bed. Then maybe after you put to bed you can continue. So I stayed home. Me and my husband were living fine. We even traveled. He was taking care of me, things were going well. I put to bed. When I put to bed, my conscience was still looking at the child. I was like, oh God, this child looks like my husband's brother, but people would not really notice because they are related. So I just felt like, okay, no problem, let me just keep it to myself. So things, after like about 6 months of putting to bed, I decided to return to learning the business I was learning. So I continued. I was going normally from home. Sometimes I would sleep at my husband's brother's place. Everything was going well. But I know I was having that conscience, but the feelings there, because I must be sincere. My husband's brother is really good in bed, really, really good. So staying with him a couple of nights, I used to have memories, imaginations of that night, and things were going well. I was like, oh God, I still want a repeat of that thing. So one night, I decided to seduce my husband's brother, and things happened.
After you have first child?
Yes, after I had the first child, I was the one, because my husband's brother is really good in bed, so I was really like, intimacy. I was horny, and I didn't know, because even if my husband sleeps with me, it doesn't get to me. So I still have that memories. Even if my husband is sleeping with me, I'll be thinking of his brother. So I decided to seduce his brother again, because his brother was like, he's not going to do it again after this one that he did to his brother. It's not good. So I seduced him. We had sex. After a month again, about 2, I found that I was pregnant again.